By the way, guys.
Tim, I know that Gold Coast fight fans thank you for taking this fight, but it seems like a very high risk, low reward strategy. Why did you take this fight?
Oh, look, I'm a fighter at the end of the day. My job is to fight. So what am I going to do? Sit on the couch and wait for Charlo for his hands to get better? Take the fight in the meantime.
It seems like there's been a bit of a shift in boxing, over the last couple of years, where for the longest time everyone was concerned about protecting their own. Now people are more willing to take big fights and fight the best fighters. You've seen Canelo, he's just come back and sold out a stadium. You talked about the Tank and Garcia fighting, both of those fighters' stocks went up. Do you think that's right, that you can just take big fights and your stock's going to go up, win, lose or draw?
100%. I think it's more the fact that the fans deserve the fight. I remember being a kid and I remember waiting for the Mayweather vs Pacquiao fight, and when it finally got announced, even though it was 5 years late, it was like, wow, it's all I've ever wanted. And yeah, it's all about the best fighting the best. This is what we're in for, and this is what makes boxing so different from every other sport. Rugby doesn't have that same influence where the whole world just stops and just focuses on this event for 30 minutes, but boxing does, and that's why boxing is one of the greatest sports, because it brings everyone together. There's two sides to pick from. You're one or the other. There's no in between us.
Just getting back to that, Tim, your thoughts on Tank versus Garcia and the mega event it was, and you did have Ryan before it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Tank and the knockdown in round 2 and the devastating body blow in round 7. Your thoughts on that?
I think the fight style suited Tank. It was a slow start, and it was a slow-paced type fight. And that's what Tank likes to do. He likes to bait him in and wait for that counter punch. And he's got dynamite in both hands, so he's tremendously gifted. Very, very good fighter. I'm a massive fan of Tank. Ryan Garcia, he did what he had to do, but I think once he got caught, again, Mike Tyson once said, everyone's got to play until they get punched in the face. That's the perfect example, the perfect quote for what happened in that fight.
You're no longer just a big star in Australia, you're a big star everywhere now. Do you forego money to fight in Australia because you want to? Like, would you be earning bigger money to fight overseas?
Man, in all honesty, star, what does that mean? Being well known. For me, I'm a boxer. I'm an athlete. I'm not a star. I'm just a boxer. Money, of course, is important. Big fights is important. Legacy is important. There's a lot involved.
Was it just a matter of you going to George, get me a fight, I'll sign whoever?
Sign me someone good. Whoever. Sign me someone that knows that John, someone that's up there. And when we got presented the opportunity to fight at Campo, I was like, wow. It just brought back Mexican rivalries and that style of fight. Because technically this fight is going to be a much harder fight than my previous fights. It's hard to you get tired in these type of fights. The other fights sort of like a park, in all honesty. So this fight brings something new in this type of style.
Do you think, Tim, it'll be a little bit similar to the Inouye fight that we did down in Sydney?
Yeah. No, I think this guy's levels above. Anyway.
But that style of fight, it got.
Just you punch them, and they're just there, non-stop. And then that's always a hard task.
Your promoter spoke about it before. He's no doctor, you're no doctor. In all honesty, with this Jermell waiting the WBO, what are your thoughts on it? And do you honestly believe, Tim, that you will fight Jermell at the end of this year?
Yeah, I do believe so. I think we've actually penciling in a date. It's in the making. Nothing penciled in yet, but it's in the making. But it's hopefully we can get something sorted. But look, I'm not underestimating Ocampo. I've got one task ahead of me, and that's this guy.
You spoke before about your love for the Gold Coast. What is your relationship like with the Gold Coast? You know, you're almost 40, you have camps here, you think you spend a bit of time here. What do you like in that city?
What's there not to love about this place? Honestly, the beach is right there. The people are friendly. It's such a good little lifestyle here. Queensland's a good place. I've always enjoyed Queensland and Gold Coast. So we promised that we were going to fight here and to finally be able to tick it off the list. Again, another bucket list moment for myself.
Are you going to have your camp here?
We're going to finish up here. My camp's going to be based back home in Sydney. But yeah, we'll finish up here.